People who hack for power tend to link their self-esteem to their in-game performance. They want coins, they want stats, and they want recognition. So if their performance isn't good enough, they can justify using cheats to make up for it. And once you've started hacking, it is extremely hard to play legit again. Believe me, I know from experience. But more on that another time.
Today I'm going to actually share that story of how I hacked on Hypixel. This goes back to about 2015, I think, and it all started one day when I went to my friend's house. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Hello. No hard feelings about this, by the way. So as soon as I came in, he was really excited because he just gotten a brand new setup and he really wanted to show it to me. So I went to the room with his computer and he shows me this awesome new PC, a new gaming keyboard, a new gaming mouse. He's got all of it and it's amazing. So he has Minecraft open. I notice on the title screen that instead of saying Minecraft, it says Notice. You're probably all thinking, this is a big red flag. Like, I should have known that that's a hack client, and I should have known what was going on. I didn't really know what hacks were, so I saw Notice on the screen, and I figured that it must just be some texture pack, because my texture pack changed the title screen. It didn't change the name Minecraft, but it did change the background, so I figured I guess a texture pack could change that. I thought it was a little bit weird, but I didn't really ask about it. I also saw, like, after looking a little longer, I saw there was, there's some weird buttons on the side that have, like, some weird settings that I don't really understand, and I knew for sure that, like, that wasn't part of the default Minecraft client. So, I figured, well, maybe he's just using a mod of some sort. We log in on his account first, and we start playing some Skywars, which at this time Skywars had like just come out. It was like the brand new popular game. Mega Skywars wasn't even out yet, but we were playing Skywars, and I'm like really impressed by this computer. He's getting like really good FPS, and for some reason he's just like doing really good. He showed me that when he pressed a certain button on the keyboard, the color of the background lights on the keys would change, and it would like cycle through rainbow colors like red, blue, green. And he showed me that if you press this other key, which was probably just some random letter, you would automatically swing at people when you hit them. And I thought that was really cool. I thought it was just his gaming keyboard. Like, the keyboard somehow knew when to automatically attack. And I thought, it was like, wow, like, I need to get one of those keyboards. Like, I'm going to get me one of those. Like, how much is that keyboard? Like, $30? Like, you know what? I'm going to get that. So, anyway, we kept playing Skywars and we kept talking, and eventually I figured out that it was the mod that was doing it, and he was trying to kind of explain, like, what it was, but I still didn't really understand. Like, at this point, I'd heard about hack clients, and, I knew that hacks were a thing in Minecraft, but I never really thought of hacking as, like, downloading a mod. I thought hacking was, like, like being an actual hacker and, like, hacking into the server. Like, that's what I thought hacks were. I didn't think that hacks were, like, something that you installed into your client. Like, I just didn't really understand how it worked. So anyway, we kept playing, and he showed me another key that he could press that would make him not only automatically attack, but automatically move around someone at unnatural speeds, aka b-hopping. And he said, like, okay, well, we can't do this one because we're gonna get caught. And I was like, oh, all right, I see. This is like some underground stuff. Like, we're not supposed to tell people what's going on here. So I finally asked, like, if I could play on my account. I logged into my account, and at the time I was a VIP plus. So anyway, I joined the Mega Walls game, and after the walls fell down, people started attacking our base, and I was destroying them. They'd come in, and I just automatically start attacking them, and I didn't have to even really try. All I was using was Triggerbot, which is what makes you automatically attack, but it was destroying everyone. And I remember at one point, I had tried to drink a potion, and this is in 1.7, so when I drank the potion, it would actually, like, attack the person with the potion while I was drinking it. And I'd seen people do that before, and I had wondered like how they were able to do that because on the vanilla client, you're not able to attack someone while drinking a potion. But I could see people doing it, and I was really confused because it wouldn't let me do it. But finally, I realized like, oh, these people are using this client, and that's how all these good players are good. And I thought like, okay, this is what all the good people do. And admittedly, I was probably right about that. So, when I was hacking, I felt amazing. I felt unstoppable. At some point, like, I started to even forget that, like, I was hacking. I just thought that I was good, and it actually, it felt great. It was fun. I wasn't doing it out of any malicious intent. It was just fun and made me feel good. It made me feel better about myself. But, finally, after that game, I had to go home because my parents. But I was really excited because I was going to go home and I was going to install Notice and I was going to become the best Mega Walls player. And no one was ever going to know that I was going to be using that client. I was thinking about it and I thought, like, like, I guess this is what people get banned for and I probably shouldn't do this. So I decided not to install it yet. I decided, like, I won't do it now, like, maybe later, like, if I need to, I'll install it. So I kept playing normally, and, I played Mega Walls again, and I just wasn't able to do as good without the client. I wasn't getting a lot of kills, and it was actually really frustrating, because it was like, all I had to do was just install that client, and I could be unbeatable, and, like, no one would even notice. I really wanted to install it, but finally, like, I decided not to install it. And I was really worried after that, like, someone would have somehow caught me and, like, I might get banned for hitting someone with my potion, but I guess no one really noticed, and I did end up getting away with it. The reason I decided not to hack was after looking at the coins I'd gotten from that one game. It was a lot of coins. It was much more than I'd normally get. I don't remember the number, but it was a pretty good amount of coins. And I thought about, like, all the stuff I could do with those coins if I kept hacking. Like, I could max out classes, I could prestige classes, that could make me super well known, that could get me pretty far in the community. But I kept thinking about it, and I realized that I hadn't really earned those coins. Like, it was the client that had earned the coins. It wasn't me. I was completely missing the point of the game. The point of the game wasn't to become the best in the community. It wasn't to become super popular or super well known or to get really powerful kits so people are afraid of you. The point of the game is to just have a good time. And as much as I had enjoyed the feeling of hacking, the feeling of being able to destroy everyone with my client, and as much fun as that was, it really didn't mean anything because I hadn't made those accomplishments. I decided that if I was going to try to become this Mega Walls legend like I was thinking about earlier, that I didn't want some client to do that for me. I wanted to do that myself. Then I could actually feel proud of that accomplishment. That was the last time I ever hacked. I have not hacked since, and I have never considered hacking since then. And my friend who introduced me to the client, he doesn't hack anymore. He actually doesn't even play Minecraft anymore. But anyway, that experience made me realize that, like, hacking, it's addicting. Like, once you start hacking, it makes you do good. It's pretty hard to stop because you're not doing as good. It's like, all you have to do is just use that client and it'll make you do better. And that's why people hack. It's not because of some, like, malicious intent. It's not because they hate the server. It's just they want to do good. So that's my story of hacking. Hopefully you can all learn from this. If there's one thing that you take away from this, just don't hack.